And we're live. All right, we'll give it a couple minutes. There's going to be an ad. There's usually about a 10-second delay. Look up because it's going to. Well, you can look down. I got to look up. What's happening? All right, we got no one in here. I know I didn't really notify anybody. We'll give it a couple minutes, see if anybody pops in. Mostly, I was just going to go live. I wanted to make sure that this equipment was going to work right. And that way, everything works out. Well, we got two. Who's in here? Let's see who's in here. Go to all chat. Let's see. It's probably more. Live chat. Let me see. Everything looks like it's working. Let me check real quick. I think that says we get 2 viewers. It's not saying it has to be you and mom. You know, we're trying to get this to work. I'm sure everybody will understand. Hello, everybody. Everything's working. We're waiting for a couple people. I just mostly want to make sure this is going to work. This is the first time we tried to go live without Tommy, so he's usually our technical guy, but we wanted to see if we could have the capability because we got a nice spot out here we want to start broadcasting from. And it's hard to find a time when everybody else isn't broadcasting. I mean, there's so many of us participating in with the No Name Nationals. There's lots of us. Hey, what's up, Unfinished Project? How you going tonight? Sorry for the late pop in, man. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure this camera was going to work, this mic was going to work. I had the motorhome started up a little bit earlier, and it turns out it's got a few more things wrong with it than I was expecting. It seems it's got a leaky wheel cylinder on the back driver's side wheel because I went to move it and realized it had no brakes because the system drained out. The water pump is now leaking, and I'm almost 100% sure that I broke the sprag in that transmission because if I put it in drive and I pull forward, it makes like a grinding noise. But if I pull it manually down into first gear, it goes away. And I was reading up on the 727. They said that when it's in manual low, it doesn't need that one-way clutch. But when it's in drive, but the transmission's in low gear, then that one-way clutch is activated. So I guess the transmission's coming out too.
Just got home from work. Got a shower, crash, and do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah, I know how it feels, man. Sometimes I don't even think the crash part happens, that we just stay busy. I mean, at least the car's running good, so luckily it hasn't broke. Like I said, I've been putting about at least 20 miles a day on it, so everything's working good on it other than fuel prices. But what are you going to do? You got to get where you got to go, and you got to do what you got to do, so you got to pay it regardless whether you like it or not, even though we're probably sitting on enough fuel that we wouldn't have to worry about it. We were just allowed to use it. But yeah, we get the motorhome up and going. I gotta go over my trailer and get it ready. I gotta finish my house. We bought a house that we're working on remodeling it, and I think John Wilburn, he was remodeling his, so he understands exactly what's going on with that.
What do you think caused the sprag issue?
See, last year or the year before, last time I had the camper out, I was spinning in the mud and I had it really stuck. So I think that's what caused it to break, because I was trying to rock it and then I got extremely frustrated and just kept going back and forth from gear to gear, from drive to reverse, drive to reverse. And you know how when you get frustrated, you're not easy on it. And then after that, I mean, it seemed normal. I took it, I towed we had a 4-cylinder dirt track car, a little Cavalier. I towed it about 30 miles up to the racetrack and back, and the transmission worked fine with it there. And then last July, when we took the camper to camp, it ran fine going up. We live, what do we live, about 30 miles from where we go camping at. And we drove it up there, and there was a detour, so we had to go a few more miles. So it probably ended up being about 40 miles. And on the way back home is when I noticed it. Like I said, if I would come to a stop, pull out, and I'd leave the shifter and drive, at first it just sounded like it was dragging something. But then if I would pull it down to manual low and then just shift manually, then the noise would go away. I just hope it hasn't destroyed the case, but I won't know till I pull it out and take it apart.
Hi, Joyce.
Yeah, Amanda decided to join us tonight, so everybody,
Hi, Unfinished Project.
This is my fiance, Amanda.
I know. I gotta put up with him.
I'm lucky that she would join us tonight. Well, I don't know. I just kind of.
I'm outgoing. Like, I'm the best of the videos.
Yeah, but I just kind of dropped it on you too. Hey, I'm going live at 10:30.
Well, hold on. Can you give me a few minutes to get ready?
Yeah, but yeah. When I finish registering. Oh, yeah, it's about the sprag. Yeah, like I said, I hope that case ain't damaged, because I was reading up, a lot of guys say that, the blow the sprag out on the 727, that it usually breaks the case. Well, that's a motorhome case. I'll end up being the only person in the world. Most of these guys that are pulling these 440s out and sticking them in other cars, they're looking for a big block bell housing with the slip yoke tail shaft. I'm going to be in to get away from the motorhome when it has the bolt-on yoke with the parking brake on the rear. I'm going to be the only idiot looking for that case. But that's typical. So, we got more people joined in.
Whoever joined in, go ahead and say hi so we know who's all on.
Yeah, we're getting through it. It just takes a little getting used to. There's about a 10-second delay. But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest update. Like I said, the weather's just been crappy here in this part of the country. In southwestern Pennsylvania, it's either been super hot or it's been raining and cold. I mean, last Saturday night it was 42 degrees out, and the stuff I do, we install swimming pools, so when it's cold like that, we can't really do much, and so we're having kind of a slow year. I mean, last year by this time we were so slammed we didn't know where we were going to start, but these couple warm days, it should get things back going. I mean, what was last week? We were like 3 or 4 days behind because of rain. We pretty much missed a whole week, and that hurts. What's up, Schultz?
Dwayne, really? I can't deal with you today. Not tonight. Not tonight. No, not tonight.
Oh, it's all good. But yeah, so at least this is working. I'm glad. Thank you, Unfinished Project. Thanks, Dwayne, for tuning in, checking it out. We'll hang here for a little bit. Like I said, we didn't know we was going to go, or I would have put it up maybe next night. I think we're going to start, maybe, if everything's going to work, we'll start broadcasting, doing some lives on Thursday nights. I think it's the only night of the week nobody else is broadcasting. So We got to find a day that no one else is using. And what's the odds of that? The light blowed out. The extra light I had put up. It's out.
No, I did not blow it out.
No, that's crazy. That's our luck. Lights blow out and everything else. We're just trying to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, things have been slower. I noticed the rubber marks have been building up on the roads. People's getting their cars out and they're still having fun. I noticed driving down to the shop because our house here, we're about 6 miles from our shop. I know somebody's been laying some patches all over the road.
That was me with my 3-wheeler.
Oh, okay. Well, you got Pawsy in it. That's good.
Yeah, that was me.
But no, I mean, so I don't know. I'm waiting. We had a guy there at the end of last year wanted to call us out with a Camaro. He wanted to race, so he come up here and left some marks in front of my house, but I haven't seen him since. But if he comes out and wants to go, we'll line him up. Yeah, other than that, just busy trying to get everything working. You know, like you get 10 projects deep and it's so hard you can't tell where one ends and one begins. And what was it, like I said, with the rain this week or last week, we didn't hardly work at all. A week before, we was working weekends too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the boss doesn't like to work weekends.
Well, the boss might have to get caught up on something.
Yeah, well, we're caught up now. We're back. The boss's son's gonna have some minor surgery in the morning, so we hope he's okay. Everything works out for him. Which it will. These young guys, they're made of rubber. They just bounce back. But he's a good help. He's a good helper. He does good.
Hello, John.
We got John Wilburn pop in. What's up, John? Yeah, we wanted to test the camera out and the microphone to see if everything was going to work all right. To try to pick a night when no one else is live, maybe we can go live and introduce ourselves a little bit and let people get to know us.
You have a good night, too.
Good night, Unfinished Project. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Thank you a lot. I appreciate your comments and watching the videos, man. Thank you. From the bottom of our heart, thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support we get from everybody. So what you been up to, John? I know what you're doing. I'm remodeling a house too. I'm trying to live in it as I remodel it. And work a normal job and work on all the other projects we got. Luckily my car, like I said, at least it's working. The motorhome, it's getting there. The 69 Pontiac, it's getting there. The deck of my trailer, it's going to need the decking boards replaced, but hey, we got till the end of September, right? Hopefully. But I'm glad everybody popped in. That's good. Thank you, John. I appreciate the feedback.
I'm working on some main national business, good stuff in the world.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely good stuff, man. Yeah, you and Dallas are doing an awesome job with this thing, man. It's the buzz of the internet. Everybody's, it's amazing. I mean, this is going to be probably, I mean, we participated in events and I ran nights at local track and I ran a local dirt track, but we ran demolition derby and mud bog and everything in between. But this is going to be the biggest event I've ever participated in. You guys are really putting a big one on, man.
Day 98 to go is almost on.
Oh, I know. 98 days. That's like forever.
That's like going to school for 100 days. You know how they have that?
Yeah.
The first 100 days?
Yeah. That's like when you get smacked with disorderly conduct. They give you 90 days in jail.
Hey, Nathan's Mopar Garage.
Yeah. What's up, Nathan's Mopar Garage? Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Yep, day 97 that will be tomorrow. Well, you know how it is. Yeah, John, you and Dallas, man. I can't believe how much work you guys have put into this. It's amazing. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the support. I mean, we're trying to grow the channel. Like I said, I've just been so busy. I try to at least get a short up every day, but Some days you can't. The weather doesn't cooperate. When the weather cooperates, we're doing something else. And
Yep, we have an announced team headed by legendary announcer Ron Ward. Lots of familiar faces and voices will be in the booth.
yeah, I know. I watched the restream of your live broadcast. I've been keeping up with it. It's just busy. Sometimes I can't catch you guys when you're live, but I always go back and watch the restream. But yeah, I mean, this thing's going to be crazy. And I can't wait to see Bottle Rocket and Casper go at it. That's going to be epic, man.
It's been a labor of love. If our hearts weren't in it, we couldn't have done it.
Oh, I know. It's amazing. I mean, this is like the biggest event ever that they're putting on. It's crazy. Dallas is definitely dedicated, man. You couldn't have it. You know, AHRA, John Wilburn. You're still going to Carlisle, ain't you? You'll be up in my neck of the woods. Well, it's a couple hours away, but because we're over here closer to Pittsburgh. But
He used to stop on by and visit you when he comes.
he's not actually where he lives or where his house is at. I used to, when I was like 16, my mom and stepdad lived in Bluefield, West Virginia. Because there's a Bluefield, Virginia, and a Bluefield, West Virginia. And there's one town on one side of the border, one town on the other side of the border. It's just Bluefield, you call it. But I remember living there. That's a nice area.
That wrong one. NHRA Lucas
Yeah, I think I would have been. I stayed with them in Bluefield back in it'd be 1991. I mean 91 and early 92 because that was right after I got my driver's license. That was when I was 16.
Warren is a legit YouTuber himself.
I know. That and Roadkill Customs, man. Roadkill Customs helps us a lot. I mean, just everybody's support. I mean, it's amazing how YouTube is. I mean, it's crazy with videos. You'll make something really informative or good and put it up, and it'll be a flop. And the most fluke thing you just decide to post will get your biggest views.
You know, only people who have been there know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be off the hook, man. It's gonna be a really good time, and this should be the Guinness Book of Records, probably the most live stream event in history. Is everybody there? I mean, that's the whole thing. Everybody got to have 500 subs and be a YouTube channel. Everybody's gonna be live streaming. I guess we ain't got to worry about crime there because there's gonna be enough cameras, and no one will get away with anything. You'll lay bars of gold out on your picnic table that day. Then again, we wouldn't have bars of gold because probably I'll traded all them in for gasoline by the time that comes.
Was it also you guys that knew how he was behind the scenes too? No better partner for the
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that Buzz came in. He's a big help. He knows this stuff. He knows this business inside and out. I mean, he practically created it when it comes to automotive content, video, and how to. I mean, his stuff is just a great resource down to where their dimensions of chassis, so you can figure out what body will fit what. I mean, that's just hillbillies. We just hold it up there and weld it. But yeah, Buzz is a great dude, and I mean, heck, just the kits he sent out alone, that stuff isn't cheap. We appreciate it. We love it. I mean, my Roadkill Customs banner and my No Name 500 banners hanging in the shop. And I got some decals coming here. We finally got our logo straightened out, so I'll have some decals coming. I'll have to get some to you, John, and then all the inside guys here, and then we'll throw them up on our site, get some out to the people, out to our friends and our viewers. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, I don't know how this weekend the weather looks. Maybe we can get out and get some video, a little bit of street action this weekend. There might be something. There might be something going on in Mexico this weekend, but
the weather's supposed to be nice this weekend.
hopefully it's just dry though. because
It's supposed
if
to
it
be
ain't dry, there's them tires have no traction. I'm the only idiot in the county that's daily driving on Hoosier 2810.5 drag slicks.
It's supposed to be dry.
But if you don't, I mean, that car though, it's undrivable on a regular tire. It just,
Well, you can do it in my car.
yeah,
You can run tire in my car.
yeah, but I don't want to beat your car up. My car, if I blow my car up, I'm out like, $300 for an engine.
My mom said no rain tire. I didn't think so. I think it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like 80 degrees.
Oh, it'll be
No.
nighttime though. I'm talking out night. Overnight, you know what I mean? Like, cause that's when everybody be out.
I
Like,
think it's supposed to be in 60s.
yeah, like from like 10 o'clock at night, till 2 or so in the morning. Yeah, well, if the air's in the 60s, that'll be good. I mean, they make power. Cool air makes power.
Around 70.
Yeah,
Is that for the low?
that's. Oh, that'll start off. It'll cool off where we're at.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good because I come home tonight. It was still pretty warm, and my inlet air temperature, the intercooler was working good. It was down in the low 70s on the inlet air temperature. So.
Well, we can do one for Sunday too.
Yeah. What? We can't do a live on Sunday. Sunday, everybody on YouTube's live.
Oh.
That's why I picked, like I said, if we do anything, we'll start doing maybe something on Thursday nights regular, and we'll let people know when we're going to go live. Do a little bit of advertisement during the week for it, set it up, get set up in the shop. I said this was just a quick impromptu. I got a new wireless mic set up we wanted to try out. Amanda made me upgrade my phone. That I've been carrying a broken one around for almost a year.
Couldn't hear on it.
So
nothing.
I'm glad we can thank her that she got me to buy a new phone.
You're welcome. Sam, I hope you heard we're adding a 28 by 10.5 tire heads up instant rain tree class for Friday. $100 to enter, 16 cars, $1,500 to win, and $500 to win.
Yeah, I heard about that. Interesting. I mean, that's going to be at the National Section. The only thing is that, I mean, it'll be prepped. That's the only thing that's going to hurt us. I wish it was non-prep, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll throw down, and it can't hurt. I'll throw my hat in the ring for that. I mean, we're just a slow car, but we have fun. That's what it's all about. I mean, it ain't about going fast, or it's about having fun. I've done this stuff my whole life. 30 years, over 30 years, because I was working on cars and lawnmowers and motorcycles and dirt bikes and ATVs. I was doing that before I could drive.
We got an awesome video we can do Saturday for your live.
I mean, for a video to put out.
I mean, for live, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I can't. My mom. My car is faster.
That's fine. Yeah, I like the instant green. Instant green's about as close you can get to a flashlight start. That's good stuff, John. That was a good idea you guys come up with. That's definitely going to be a good race.
Her Jeep.
The Nelsons they're going to be hard to beat if they bring something with a small tire, though.
My mom said her Jeep is faster than your car.
Well, it probably is. Her Jeep got traction.
It probably is, Mom, he said.
My car will just set and spin. Man, I can't drive my car through the woods. She can drive her Jeep through the woods, so she got us beat on that. But I guess that's what we got the tracker for, but it gets out maybe 2 times a year anymore. But it's all fun, though. I appreciate it, guys. I'm new to this stuff. Like I said, I'm used to having Tommy with it, but he's kind of doing his thing. He's still helping behind the scenes and working. He got his learner's permit last Tuesday.
Thursday, I believe.
Was it Thursday? No, it was during the week. Remember, because I didn't work that day. It was Monday or Tuesday. But he got his learner's permit. My youngest has got it old enough to drive. It's crazy. Amazing how time flies. But, I mean, he passed that, but because of our state, you got to wait 6 months with your learner's permit before you can take your driver's test. So
We have some fast cars coming. We should see some 4 second cars.
yeah, I know 4 second. I don't know. I can't really hang with that. That's kind of like what.
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why we dabble in the no prep. You know what I mean? Because our car's quick for. I mean, it's a full interior, steel body daily driver. So I mean, to run sixes in the eighth ain't bad, but we don't have a chance against guys in the fours. But I mean, you still throw down though. You never say never. They might jump or they might spin or I don't wish anybody to break, but hey, it's racing. Anything can happen. When you're having a bad day, you don't give up because the guy beside you might be having a worse day. You know what I mean? And if you don't give up, you can win.
Mom, we have a perfect thing that we can do Saturday for his live, right?
We won't be live. I mean, video.
Or video.
Because there's, like I said, you got to give everybody room because there's a lot of people on here that goes live, and I don't want to step on toes.
With video.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I figured on Thursday we can pop on for a little bit because I don't want to step on toes. And usually we don't gotta do anything on Friday. Friday's usually our day off. But
Well, during the week, I mainly work. It's gonna be like after 9. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
There will be everything there for seconds to too slow. You make the 22-second timeout on it.
Oh, I know. I've been in that 22 second there too. I've had a lot more, man. I remember. It's funny now. I mean, it blows my mind now that I have a turbo LS car that I drive around because 30 years ago, man, we used to run around in Camaros and Monte Carlos with small blocks in it. Now looking back, we probably didn't make 250 horsepower, but we thought we was John Force and we was setting the world on fire. Going up to the shopping center every weekend and street racing everybody, man, we was having fun. But man, we didn't have power. We thought we did, but
there are 168 hours in a week. All kinds of good luck.
yeah, I know. I try to get it where it's convenient for everybody. That's the only thing with that. Is that I don't want to step on toes, and I know a lot of people's trying. There's people. We got fortunate that we was able to get our 500 quick, so we thank everybody for that. So I don't really want to take away time from the guys that still need to get their 500 either. So I mean, we want to grow and get the channel going, but at the same time, like I said, we want to help everybody. And what's Tony say? A rising tide lifts all ships. So if we all pull together and work together, we'll all do good. And we'll all help each other. And like I said, the community that kind of really, it all leads back to the community that Tony started. Because most of these guys involved in the No Name Nationals, all of us, yeah, we were all car guys and all in it, but we got into this stuff. We all met through Tony. We started watching Tony and Uncle Tony's Garage. And then we started watching Tony's lives, and then we started talking amongst each other and trying to help each other out. If somebody had a problem, if you know the answer, you jump in and try to help them. And we worked with it, and then John come in, and then John and Dallas had this idea for the No Name Nationals, and man, this thing's took off.
You towing with the Winnebago?
Yeah,
combination?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, at least we got a Mopar taking us there.
Laugh out loud. We thought we had something. Good times though.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that short bed Chevy, with that 350, but hey, that's what gearing does. I guess you got that low of a rear end gear. I mean, I've never had, this is my first car that I had that can go, 100 miles an hour and, in 600 feet from a dead stop. And like I said, I got to get a better converter, and hopefully I can do that. But it's good enough to take it that way if I don't.
Tony, it's good to us. He supports the NNN. We'll be in the group.
Oh, yeah, Tony's great. Tony, not only Tony is sharp as a tack when it comes to this stuff, but he's a good dude. I mean, you can see it, you can hear it when when Tony talks. he generally he loves this stuff. He's a gearhead like all of us. I guess if you're not a car guy, you would never understand. But as car guys, we do.
Battery production. What's up, guys?
What's up, Bad Tree? Yeah.
See, I'm really not into vehicles, guys, like what he does.
No, but you've been
But
you've seen it.
I will help. And I do watch some of the lives that he watches.
Yeah, you do.
Roy boy, howdy boys.
What's up?
The mission tonight.
Oh, not much. Just working on our camera and our audio equipment, so we can get out here and talk a little bit to our friends. Like I said, just had a rough day. It seemed like everything I fired up today was either broke or in some form of disrepair, other than my car. I mean, after we get the cars up and running and get the motorhome squared away, do a couple things to the trailer, and then the other project will be the Ford later on. But since we're not towing with the Ford so far, we don't got to tow with the Ford. We'll be working on it later because I'm going to probably do a steel flatbed for it because, the Northeast and road salt, you can't find a good Ford bed that, for less than the price of a whole truck.
Yeah, come back. We have another 4-second car that we turn out if we can find a photo. We have some.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, there's going to be some good fast cars there.
We have some back.
Yeah, that's it. It's tough getting anything. I was just on there. I was scared because I was looking up that I got a leaking wheel cylinder in that motorhome, and I'm like, huh. You can't just run down to AutoZone because that's on an RM400 chassis. It's 19.5 wheels, and that's got a Dana 70 rear axle in it. That's got the Bendix dual wheel cylinder brake system in the rear. And I was looking it up, and everywhere was saying unavailable, unavailable. Luckily, I did find a part number for it, and Napa can get it. So
4 seconds to blazing fast.
4 seconds is extremely fast. That's like the street outlaw guys. That's
my car can go.
They
fast
run
in 4
high
seconds,
threes.
right?
You know what I mean? Like the top tier 380. So it's fast.
That all sounds really heavy.
What is it?
That all sounds really heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of heavy, I need to get some weight out of our car. I think it's crept up to like 3,500 pounds now. I don't know why. Full bench seat and carpet and sound insulation and stereo and everything. I mean,
which car was on that street a few weeks ago?
What was it?
This car was on.
Oh, it was on Street Outlaws. Cool.
What car?
He's the car that's one of the cars that's coming. He said he was on Street Outlaws. That's cool. Then it'll be somebody we'll all see.
The Street Outlaws.
This is gonna be bigger than Street Outlaws. Yeah. Well, No Name Nashville's gonna be bigger than Street Outlaws.
I know.
This is all gonna be regular people. I mean, these are people that eat, sleep, breathe, dream about it. Like I said, JJ's fine. No issue at all with JJ, but JJ's he's about the hustle. He's about the bet, making money. You know what I mean?
And more fun.
And he does it with the cars. You know what I mean? JJ's a car guy, but the JJ his thrill comes from betting money and winning and hustling. That's his thing. Me, I don't have to race for me. It's about just.
John said that he'll know more soon.
Yeah, he'll know about the turbo. Well, hopefully he can find it. Like I said, some stuff's hard, but for me, about a car, man, it's just about my personal thing. It's just, I'm the kind of guy that I can be out in the middle of nowhere and nobody be near me for, 20-mile area, and I still got to stop and lay a patch, and it's just so I can smile ear to ear, and I love cars. I love cars, it's it. There's my family, and then there's cars. That's it.
John said the Street Outlaws are welcome to come, but only if they have a YouTube channel with 500 subs.
Well, I think most of them got them covered. I know most of them do. I mean, couple of them might not, but most of the big names from Street Outlaws, I think they might have a few subs than we do right now, but we'll get there. You know, we just started. We didn't have a TV show to be on before. I mean, that's great. It's really brought, no prep and around and, brought new life to drag racing, which is good. Anytime the sport grows, it's good. And it doesn't matter who it grows for or why it grows. Anything that gets new people in to try new things, new fans in the stands, that's what keeps it growing. And there's going to be guys like us, man. If I got to go get corn and brew my own moonshine to run on my car, I'm going to drive, and they're not going to take that from me.
Yep, because no one gets a pass.
Yep. Hey, no, everybody got to work for what they got. Nothing's given to you.
And in and in will be a party with racing and unusual amount of course.
Yeah, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with Mopars.
It's a great family sport.
I'm going to be relying on a Mopar to get me there. That old 50-year-old Mopar motorhome we got's never let us down. I don't think it's going to let us down anytime soon either. You know, like I said, I'll own the Sprag breaking. That was me. You know, you can't go from drive to reverse when your foot's on the floor. You probably shouldn't be mad, but I had it buried to the hubs. And that day I was there and there was people around and no one was helping to guide me or anything. And it happened. I got stuck and I broke it. I'll own that. It's my fault. If I screw up, I admit it. I ain't blame nobody else. I did it.
Yeah, GM is actually the most popular make, but the Mopar guy seems to make a lot of buzz.
Yeah. Hey,
Roadkill.
Yeah. Oh, Buzz from Roadkill. Hey, Buzz. Hey, thanks for everything you're doing, buddy. We appreciate it. Thanks for the ideas on about getting logos set up and everything. You guys are awesome, man. You guys have helped us a lot. We wouldn't be growing the way we are if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much. I can't wait to meet everybody at the No Name Nationals. It's going to be a big party.
John says, "Hey Buzz, were your ears burning?"
Hey man, like I said, if I screw up, I'll admit it, and if somebody helps me along the way, I don't forget that, and I'm one of them guys. I can't stand to sit around and watch somebody work and not get my hands involved in it. I know a lot of people don't, but Amanda knows that with me. If there's a car at the store and it's not starting, she's poking me. Look, baby, their car won't start. You better go. You want to go over and get it started for them. It's just because I get great joy from helping people.
But you don't help me.
Oh no, I didn't keep Smokey running for a whole year.
No.
Oh no.
I did.
Okay.
I had to change the oil in Smokey.
You tell me when you've ever had to go out and worry in the morning if your car was actually going to start and get you where you were going to go.
Every day.
Okay.
Smokey just loved me.
Right. Old Smokey was a good ride.
The Winnebago towing that Cutlass is about the most in thing I can imagine. That is the national event for the grassroots.
Yeah, hey, that's us, man. We're not ashamed to be, hillbillies, and that's where we're at. That. I mean, no, our mountains ain't as big here on the East Coast on this side of Appalachia, but hey, we're mountain people too, and I'm not ashamed of that 50-year-old motorhome. I think I paid $800 for that motorhome back in 2004. And I've driven it to camp every summer, usually towing a boat. I've driven it to the local racetracks, towing a race car on a trailer. I mean, it's paid for itself. I'm not heartbroken that things break on it.
Schultz. Okay, guys, have a good one. I go to work.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, Schultz. Hope everything goes well with Jimmy, buddy. It will be, but I'm thinking about him, and we hope he's doing better. But yeah, that old motorhome has been a treat, man.
Good night, Schultz.
And I love it. Not like we got a local about 12 or 15 miles from here on our way to camp. When we go up to the lake, there's a waterfall along our local river, the Ohio, and it's just this huge tourist attraction now that it never was growing up, but in the past probably 20 years, it's really blown. I mean, it's just wall to wall people every weekend, and it's always great when we go there, rolling through that town in the old Winnebago, and you got all the people's looking at you and waving, and usually we go through. My daughter, she'd have like Newt Greenbaum, "Spirit in the Sky" blasting on the stereo in it. We have everybody from hippies to bikers giving us thumbs up, and because every time we went to camp, it was always me and the kids. When they motored them to go to camp, it was me, Tommy, and Hillary.
Your mom always went.
They drove their cars.
Oh.
Just like, because someone had to drive the pickup truck to haul wood, so it wasn't a camper. It was always just me and the kids in the camper. As I said, I got memories, I got videos of jump back here.
Audio cut out.
Okay, yeah, we're okay. See if we got something now. It went dead. That's what happened. Oh, the mic went dead. Audio. Yeah, I'm just gonna say. Okay, I got audio now. Okay, should be good. It might not be as good that I'm on a different mic. The wireless mics are going dead. We're not gonna keep everybody this long anyway, though. So
That's one now.
yeah, as I said, I just don't
I
plug
said
the
we're gonna
wireless.
fix it.
So the audio might. Yeah, the audio might not be as good now, but
We're gonna fix it. And go. He's picking up a 1600
and it'll. Yeah, that's it.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we're all good then?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to take that motor home. I mean, I've driven a lot, but I think the like furthest we've probably driven is maybe 100 miles. So it's gonna be something. I think Sykeston's like a 11-hour drive or something. Yeah, it's gonna be a good cruise down the highway, but it cruises good down the highway. It's happy. Yeah, I just watched it. I seen the light start blinking on the mic. That's why I thought we were. I figured we was losing audio. Dixie,
Dixie.
what are you doing, girl?
Come on.
What's your truck like, Cookie?
Come on.
We over on the other side. Get children. It's fine. Yeah, guys, thanks for everything. Okay. All right, now you gotta lay down.
Okay.
At least we got a clean dog.
Yeah.
Here, she,
No, she's okay.
I'm gonna stand for her back.
Have a better day.
Yes,
A
sir.
dog day.
Yes, sir. We will. Like I said,
Everything.
what is it?
A dog day. Everything.
The document coming up. That's it. That's the Marine way. Yeah.
That was
That's
very
Dixie.
handsome pup.
Yeah.
Thank you, she's bad.
Yeah. Well, all pit bulls are. They're their own.
Can't wait to see everyone. It's going to be
Dixie, you ready to go to Missouri? You ready to go to Missouri? You ready to go to Sykeston? No, we lost it.
now, Trina.
Oh, okay. You ready to go Sykes and Dixie? You like riding in the car, don't you? You like to ride the Cutlass. Okay,
Are
okay.
you comfy?
The dog stole a show, but okay, that's fine.
Okay, can you talk to the people on here?
Yeah, can
Say
you speak to them? No. Yeah,
Say something.
Yeah.
Tell 'em. Say something.
You can't turn wrenches and you can't talk to people on YouTube. So what
Can
are
you
you gonna
talk
do?
to them? Can you
You're gonna
talk to
go
'em?
play in the mud like you did at camp. But no,
Talk to 'em?
I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, I think we finally got the bugs now worked out. I know these mics are gonna have to
Looks
be.
like my dog with a different paint job.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Hi,
Dixie.
Dawn.
Dixie, you got a different paint job, is it? Oh, Dawn and
I
Wendy
see my
English,
buddy
yeah.
Robert.
Yeah. Yeah, we know Dawn and Wendy. How you going? How you guys going? How's it
We'll have a
going?
water station for dogs, he said.
Yeah. She drinks out of a water bottle. If you hold it, I got
Really?
her like that. But
She's
take her
trying
out
to
when she
change
was
it.
little. If I just cut my hand right by the end of the water bottle and as it runs out, she'll drink it out of my hand. She's used to life on the road. She rides with me in the car pretty much anywhere that I can take her. When I go somewhere in the car, she's gonna be right there with me.
Yeah, because she's not allowed to quite ride in my new car yet.
She's 6
She
months
has.
old. I don't care what she if she choose my seat's big deal.
I have at least 2 pit bulls there. Nolan and Hey,
Oh, that's not good. But I know sometimes pit bulls can be moody. This one here is a big baby. She's scared of her shadow. Like literally, if she sees her reflection on the TV, she's scared she'll crawl behind you for her tail between her legs and bark at it. So, but that's what we wanted with. Dawn posted something. Show it. Dawn English is fine. Anything from Dawn, don't worry about it.
she looked for it.
And
It didn't show. I hit send.
that's what he said. It looks perfect. I don't know why YouTube will block that, but anything like Dawn and Wendy English, anything they post are good people, so you ain't gotta worry about moderating. Pretty much
She
we,
looked like a birthday.
yeah, I know. See, I had my other female like that. She was pink. That's what I used to call her Piglet like that. She had less
Mine
blue
was-
on her. Yeah,
She's bad.
she's not bad. She's a
She's
puppy.
jealous.
Yeah.
Very jealous.
And John knows pit bulls, and John knows there's nothing more destructive in the world than a bored pit bull, especially a 6-month-old bored pit bull. She's got about 8 holes dug out here in the yard. I think when she first come here, what was she? We got her 8 weeks. You think her 9 weeks? She was still little.
She's ready.
In the first probably week she was here, I think she ate every phone charger in the house. Yeah, no, I know, Dawn. That's good. I didn't either. I was hesitant about it. But, they wanted one. I just, like said, my one pit I had for 14 years, we put her down last summer. Well, she passed away. We had her cremated. But, so I was heartbroken with that. I really didn't want another puppy either. But, once they're here, you got to love them. So you can't turn them away. And she's adorable, and she's got about the same temperament as my Ava did, so I'm happy with her. And I just always had a soft spot for pit bulls.
She's funny though.
She's a good dog.
Stupid, but she's smart.
She's intelligent.
Like,
She's intelligent.
stuff she does.
I see there's a few turbo projects coming on. I can't wait to see that Slant 6 that Stubby and Tony's working on with the turbo. That should be pretty wicked. Like I said, I know the Nelson stuff that they put together on the Nevalac 57 panel. The stuff they do with that Atlas 4.2 is amazing.
Unfinished project. I'm going to post one of my face. He was being cute.
Oh, yeah. All puppies are cute, man. I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I've always been a dog person.
Mine is 6 years old. Really bad. Bored. He does go nuts every minute.
Yeah. This one here, she would probably ride on the motorcycle with me if she could figure out how to balance, but she would end up jumping off. I mean, I never, my other one, the other female I had, the one for 14 years, she was like, she wasn't my dog. It was brought home as the kids' dog, and she came with me and just always with me. But I think it is just my lifestyle that if I'm working at the shop or something, I'm around more. So that this one I'll put her a piece of cardboard in the garage and let her lay down in there on the floor while I work. So I get to spend more time with her where I command it. With her job, she can't, obviously she can't take a dog to work with her. So that
That's
might frown on that.
that's the part I don't like. I get to dig the whole side of the truck.
Oh, it hurts so bad. But my Ava, I couldn't. It hurt so bad I couldn't put her in a hole. I mean, my son sleeps with her ashes on his headboard in there. That one, because that one hurt me too. With that one, because she was always cold. Because anybody that's familiar with like the white pit bulls, usually with the really short hair, you could see her skin pretty much through all of her fur. She was just pink skinned. She was always cold. And I always thought, I was like, I can't bury this dog because she always had to be under a blanket. If she was in the car, she was curled up underneath the heater vent. She would lay in the house, she would lay under the wood burner. This one lays under the wood burner. The wood burner sits about 10 inches off the floor, and they'll lay on the floor under it when there's a fire burn. My pits like to be warm.
It's tough to lose a dog. It's tough to be with.
Yeah, that's it. That's the reality of it. You can't replace the old one, but it does. You got room in your heart for them. The only thing is just this, and I wasn't much as ready because I know the responsibility they are when you get a puppy in and how much it takes to, especially with a hard-headed breed like pit bulls. I know the responsibility it takes to make sure that they start right.
And don't want to show very rich dog. You know, I don't know. I'm very over.
Yeah, yeah. Don, he's from Pennsylvania too. They're out east, but you know, he's from our state. Yeah, that's the thing is the time. It takes so much time to take care of them. Like I said, especially when you bring a puppy in because you got a housebreak in. Teach them not to eat the house. Teach them not to eat everything in the house. Teach them not to run off. I mean, this is really good because her anxiety of wanting to be with me all the time. But if you take her outside to play, usually if she gets too far away from me, she's turning around looking for me. So my other one was just hard headed. She'd sneak out the door and just keep running. You'd have to go chase her down and catch her. So it's a welcome sight after 14 years of one that would run any chance she could to have one that actually you could forget and leave the door open and she won't wander off. But we live
Well,
along.
I'm still a little.
You know, one time, yeah, I would never let her outside. We live along a pretty decent trucking route, so from 4:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock at night, it's triaxles one after the other up down the mountain to the quarry. It's a few miles up the road. So I would never let her out unattended, even if it is. We sat in the back alley far enough off of the road. We're the only house in the alley. But so she would have to cover a good 200 feet to get close to the road anywhere. But I still.
Stories about what? Dawn? And Dawn said that story.
Oh yeah, I think like I said they're going to meet up in Carlisle. The Mopar National is coming up. This is crazy, but
Dogs running.
yeah. Oh man, I just. I mean, it's kind of sad, but actually, at the end, as she got older, it's funny because it wasn't probably till she was probably 12 or 13 years old as she started getting older and her body started breaking down and she couldn't run as fast. At least I could catch her later years. So she got to live the last couple years without a leash around her neck when we go somewhere because that was just she got too old for to run off. And then, you know, during the last 6 months, she got cataracts. It was starting to get pretty cloudy, so I know her vision was bad. I mean, she passed peacefully in her sleep, so
I look forward to meeting you guys. Have a great evening. My blue pit, Jethro. And I'm excited to be going to this sex
takes in 98 days. I know, John. I can't wait to meet everybody either. It's gonna be awesome, man. And to meet your pits because I love pits. Yeah, yeah, I know. You know, it's sad, but you know, you gotta do what's right for them. Like I said, luckily that one I didn't have to make because that one would have probably hurt. That one said my son was a year and 6 months old when we brought her home, so that's the only dog he ever knew. So I hurt just for the fact of how much it hurt him to lose her. Not only that though, but I lost basically a dog that was my best friend because I probably of all the hours because when nobody was around, I probably spent more time with that dog than I've ever close to the family in those years because at least she was always with me. I mean, everybody else, you know, the kids that go to school, people go to work and everything, the dog was always with me, so I spent a lot of time with her. So I'm glad that at least she went naturally that I didn't have to make that call because it would have been hard. I mean, I'd have had to do it, but I wouldn't wanted to do it.
That is true, what Phil.
Yeah.
He has a coon. And when she
Yeah.
gets out, get ready to log some owls.
Yeah, yeah, yep. My mom has
They
a
do,
dog,
right?
and she's a mix, but she's got blue tick coonhound in her, and that dog will run for miles and miles and miles and miles. She'll always come back, but she runs. That years ago when we were younger, my stepdad he raised coon dogs, so I know what you mean with that. He actually trained them in a hundred growing up. Speaking of that, how about there was like 3 raccoons ran out front of the window. Right by
Was the
Bobby's.
babies?
They were just like bigger ones. I didn't see the babies.
Well, I had babies.
Because I had to stop it. But I had to stop and go in the road. Dixie set up my room while we stopped in the car. And shared the turbo issue. I guess so. I guess
Well,
we can start
mine
getting
was
wrapped up here.
babies.
It's 11:28. Thank you everybody for taking the time to stop in with no notice. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the support. Thank you, Buzz. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dallas. Unfinished project. Dawn English. Tell Wendy we said hello to. Hope y'all are doing well. And we couldn't do this, man, if it wasn't for all of us sticking together. So thanks, guys. I'll continue to support you guys any way I can. We appreciate it. So maybe we'll start doing something better. We'll get set up better, do a little bit better on Thursday nights. But that's probably going to be a night we're going to try to shoot for. Like I said, that way we're not stepping on any toes. So good night, everybody.
We'll see you.
Thank you. And we'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night, guys.